Good morning or good afternoon. Thank you for the time given to me so that I can present results of our research at the Asia Pacific Academic Consortium for Public Health Conference 2021. Introducing, I am Shamshir. I am lead researcher. I am lecturer at the Department of Environmental Health, Universitas Muhammadiyah Kalimantan Timur, Samarinda City, Indonesia. Member of this research, namely Mr. Hansen and Mr. Rudiman. Both are also lecturers at the Universitas Muhammadiyah Kalimantan Timur. Mr. Hansen as a lecturer in the Department of Environmental Health, while Mr. Rudiman as a lecturer at the Department of Informatic Engineering. Okay, I will present my research with the title Spatial Clustering of Dengue Hemorrhagic Fever Cases, a case study in Samarinda City. Next, Samarinda is one of the cities where dengue cases are found every year. The dengue hemorrhagic fever or DHF cases in Samarinda City in 2015 were 1,541 cases and then increased to 2080 14 cases in 2016. 2 years later, there was a decrease in cases, but the distribution of dengue cases was still found in all areas in Samarinda City. The three sub-districts consistently find dengue cases every year, namely Lempatke, Sungai Siring, and Makroman. The increase in the cluster of dengue cases in areas contributed to an increase in dengue cases. Monitoring of the emergency of new cluster can be done using spatial analysis. And then the method of the determining the location and number of cluster of dengue cases is very diverse, such as Moran's eye, fine point cluster, local indicator of spatial analysis, LISA, K-means cluster algorithm, and others. This study aims to determine the spatial autocorrelation of DHF cases and detect the location and the number of clusters of DHF cases. Next method. This study examines the cluster of cases of dengue hemorrhagic fever in Samarinda City using spatial approach. The population of this study was all cases of DHF cases in 2015 to 2018. Three sub-districts were selected as a research samples because the number of dengue cases in 2015 and 2018 was quite high. And then there are two types of data collected in this study. First, the data of DAF cases, especially the address of DAF patients. Second, data on the coordinates of the home address of the DAF surveillance. This data is collected using Garmin GPS, so it has a good level of accuracy. There are two types of the analysis used in this study, namely spatial autocorrelation analysis using the Moran's eye method and analysis patterns using the fine point cluster tools, which aims to determine the location and the number of DAF cases. Next, the interpretation of the spatial autocorrelations output based on the following hypothesis. HO ZI is higher than Z alpha per 2, then there is a spatial autocorrelation. But if ZI is lower than Z alpha per 2, then there is no spatial autocorrelation. If determining the location and number of cluster using ArcGIS Online, there are two criteria used. Namely, there are at least 5 cases of the DAF in one cluster, and the radius of the distance between cases of DAF is 100 meters. You can look the figure 1 distribution of DAF cases in 2015 to 2018 in Lempake, figure A, Sungai Siring, figure A, and Makroman, figure B. And then table 1, spatial autocorrelation output. You can look this table. This table show the HO is effective because set I or set score is lower than set alpha per 2. So there is no spatial autocorrelation in distribution of dengue hemorrhagic fever cases in 2015 to 2018 in Lempake and Sungai Siring. This is show that is not relationship between DAF cases in the 3 areas that area object of the study. The Moran's index value reference the general spatial autocorrelation, and then you can look also is the feature is so that random spatial pattern is random, and then you can look the features so that the cluster distribution of dengue cases in Lempake and Sungai Siring subdistrict. There is no cluster. There is no cluster of dengue cases in Makroman areas. The location of the 9 cluster of dengue cases in Lempake and Sungai Siring. You can look in the left. 2 clusters displayed in the light blue color, and 1 cluster displayed in the blue color. 1 cluster displayed in the light green color, and 1 cluster displayed in the green color, and 1 cluster displayed in the pink color, and 1 cluster in the red display in the red color, and 1 cluster display in the beige color, and 1 cluster display in the orange color, and the black color is noise and not cluster. Okay, finally, conclusions. To use spatial clustering can maximize efforts to prevent dengue transmission. Spatial clustering can detect 9 locations that become dengue cluster in Lempake and Sungai areas. There is no spatial autocorrelation in the case of DAF in the 3 research locations. Okay, thank you very much.